All right, Pisces, you are up. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what's happening for you for the rest of this month. This is a mid-month reading, mid-April reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Feel free to swap around the characters if there are other characters in this reading, and just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Sometimes just a piece of the reading is relevant to you, and that's perfectly fine. All right, so let's see where we go. In the extended, I'm doing something a little different. I'm doing a full-on zodiac, or not zodiac, a full-on Celtic cross for those of you who take my tarot class. What that is kind of a deep understanding of what goes on in this storyline. So that's what's happening in the extended. If you want to avail yourself of that, I will go deeper and get some advice for you on how to handle all of this, okay? Forest, Temple, Enlightenment. All right, that's off to a good start. Spirit Guardian of Summer, Expansion, beautiful. And the Owl Spirit, Wisdom. Wow, so some of you are really, there's something about Jupiter here. Expansion, right? There's something about Jupiter here. And I don't know, if you know where Jupiter is, in your birth chart, I teach a birth chart mastery mentorship. If you want to understand all of these Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and what's Jupiter to me, and what's my Venus, and blah, blah, blah. If you want to understand all that, there's a link in the description box. Just hit that more word and whoop, description box opens. YouTube has changed all that. Okay, so Forest, Temple, Enlightenment, and the Wisdom here. This is a summer reading, and over the next couple of months, and it says to me that there's something that is going to be changing for you in terms of how you look at the world. Okay, how you look at what's going on with you right now might significantly change over the course of the summer. I just feel like you're getting a sense that things aren't as they seem, and okay, so there's a great movie. This is an old movie, but it's called The Conversation. And it's Gene Hackman, who is one of my favorite actors. Kind of young in this movie because it was back in, I believe that it was from the 70s or something. Yeah, it was a movie shot in the 1970s. And it was right around the time when we were talking about wiretapping. The White House was in trouble for wiretapping and all of this kind of stuff. And the conversation was between Cindy Williams, who was in Laverne and Shirley. She's a serious actress, believe me. And so was Penny Marshall, And I guess Cindy Williams just passed away, didn't she? Yeah, she did. And a man, I don't know who that actor was, but they were talking, and that was a conversation that was picked up by a microphone. And the person listening misunderstood what it meant. So you can listen to two people talking, and you can think they're talking about one thing, but really it's something wholly different. And when you go back and listen to the conversation later, after you have had this kind of epiphany, you're like, oh, wow, they weren't talking about this thing that didn't matter to me. They were talking about something that directly impacted me. Oh my gosh, right? There's some kind of awareness around that. Look at this. The Knight of Pentacles also showed up for Cancer. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, confusion. There's the confusion. Ace of Pentacles. Something really good is coming out of this. So you could be misunderstanding what's going on right now. You could be absolutely in the dark. Ten of Pentacles, Hanged Man, right? Seeing things from a new perspective. Six of Wands, good, going in the right direction here. Two of Wands, Ten of Swords right in the middle. So that's a timing card. So over the next 10 weeks, 10 days to 10 weeks. So that's pretty fast. Like by the end of this month, something should be showing up, all right, for this. Three of Wands, I like that. Ace of Swords, the Truth. King of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So this could be something, you got a couple aces here, so this is a nice energy that's coming in. And there's some kind of betrayal here. So you might be listening in on or you might be hearing somebody talk, two people talking. I don't know why that movie showed up for me, so I'm going to say it. You might be hearing somebody talking and misunderstanding what they're saying. It could be family, 10 of Pentacles. It could be about money, okay? But whatever it is, it's coming to some end of cycle. And what you're being asked to do is look at things from a new perspective. The Hanged Man is more important than this 10 of Swords in this reading. You got to look at things from a new perspective. So question everything right now. All right? I'm going to write that down. Question everything. Pisces, this is not a time to be, I don't know, impulsive, but this is a time to look underneath the hood. Ask embarrassing questions. Challenge yourself. So I'm going to clarify a little bit here. Talk to me about the 10 of Swords, because this could be different for everybody. So we'll see what the connection is here. 10 of Swords, Page of Wands, 8 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. Okay, so first of all, I just was getting this sense of like, don't believe what other people are telling you. I think there's people, right, who are manipulating you or telling you stuff. You see how, like, in this 4 of Cups, she's like, these two women are saying, psst, gossip, right? Psst. This guy, 2 of Wands, he's been listening to a priest or something like that. The point is, you're listening to outside influences, and you're not listening to your own, oh, that's not right. You're not listening to your own, oh, this is the 2 of Wands. Sorry, sometimes when I pick up the cards, it gets all cattywampus. You're not listening to your own intuition. You're listening to what other people have to say. And I think there's somebody really powerful here, a family member or a former, maybe an ex, or maybe somebody you trust. I don't think they're deliberately lying. I'm not seeing the 5 of Swords. I don't think there's a deliberate lie, but I think people say what they say for their own purposes. So either to stay out of trouble with you or to avoid a scene. I am getting a sense of like there could have been some anger if this person, told the truth. I feel like the truth gets told eventually, but you really are having to see things. Then you'll see things from another perspective. You're like, oh, wow, they were telling me that this person was just a friend when in fact they had been romantically involved for weeks. All right, 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands. This is about the act of asking. Once you have taken your internal temperature and also you're getting wisdom from inside, I almost feel like in this deck, is it an external person or is it your internal wisdom? It depends. I think that depends on whether you trust it or not. If you don't trust your intuition and you're going around asking everybody else for their input, then you may be getting a lot of information that is irrelevant or could bring about this 10 of Swords. You could be getting a lot of immature information, from mindsets that don't matter, that aren't real, especially if it's around a third party. If you have a third party question, right, like you're confused about where things are going, if this is a third party situation, I think asking friends and other things, I just get the sense that it's got to come, this is a turning point for you to start trusting yourself. I feel like you get surprised by what the truth is, and I do think it comes very soon, within the next 10 days, maybe even less than that. The truth comes that clears it up and says, oh, I was looking at this all wrong. Watch that movie. Watch that movie. I don't want to tell you what they're talking about. I don't think it has any relevance to you. It doesn't matter what they're talking about. What matters is that he misunderstood. Okay? And I think it's because he heard I can't remember the movie, but I think he heard what he wanted to hear. And I kind of am getting the feeling, maybe that's not true about the movie, but I feel like you are listening to the voices. So there's something called confirmation bias, which is we have an idea about a certain situation or certain thing, and we only collect information that supports that theory. We ignore, especially if it's something that we don't want to learn, right? If somebody says to us, I think I saw your husband with this woman, blah 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 blah, and you don't really want to take that in. I think you look around for information that supports him being a loving, dedicated, devoted father and husband, right? I think you look around for that. Question everything is really the name of this reading, because I do think you come out on the other side a very good, very positive, not very good, but like very positive. Like you see, you make it through this, okay? And I really think that the Ten of Swords can be that. The flip side too can happen is that other people are filling your head full of lies, and it's really time to move on from that. You know, you've been surrounded by people who have their own agendas about things, and it's time to move away from that and do your own thinking. All right, do your own thinking. So in the extended, I'm going to give you not, I keep thinking zodiac, but it's not that. A full spread reading about where we're going with this, and then I'm going to look at things that might be holding you back and get you some advice. Okay, and we'll see where we're going with this situation. I do think this really hinges on you and how you choose to see things differently or not. Okay. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on with me. Hit that little more word and whoop, you'll see that's the sound it makes. So you'll see the little extension, the extended. I'll see you over there. Oh my God. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.